Good morning, everyone. Hello from Canada. We're here for another meeting of Youth in Developers. Today is Tuesday, October the 27th. I had to look at my phone for a second. We're going to give you some brief updates on what the team is working. As you know, we have an international team working on a few major parts of the infrastructure for Metaverse. And with us is Eric Gu, the president and CEO of Bufin, and of course the rest of the development team, spanning from I would have said Japan to Europe and to North America. So good morning, and let's start. Um, who wants to start first? I can start first if you want, guys. The last time we were talking in the meeting, we were saying that we're going to continue to approach the substrate method. And at this point, our team, we managed to install the EVM palettes and some of the smart contracts palettes. We do not have an operational interface at this time, but we're working on it to be ready by Thursday, right, Razvan? Can you talk on that, where exactly we are?
Yes, for the moment we don't have a web interface or just only command lines and commands through our API server for the
Okay,
moment. But we'll try on Thursday to have a web interface also, so we can.
Okay, for next meeting. Okay,
Test.
so
Yes.
in the meantime, you're going to be able to update on Trello, like where the people can access the servers and what command line they can be used, right?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So yes, that's it. And briefly, we have discussed also some social media aspects, which we're trying to be more communicative. And we promise you that we're going to start answering the questions, at least one or two questions per sessions from our YouTube viewers. And that's it from my side. If anyone else wants to give another update on what is happening. Michael?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can give an update on the marketing side. So last time we talked about creating the Chrome extension bounty program or the promotion, and so I've created a article on Medium which we can review and share with the community. It's already done, so we can uh, basically distribute this week and start it going. And we're hoping for the community to really basically we're really supporting their efforts in our community making the metaverse ecosystem a more innovative and constantly developing place. So so this is like our first bounty to kind of support their efforts as well, and we're hoping for you guys to come up with a creative name for our new Chrome extension wallet. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's very good. It looks, it's a very nice wallet, and it deserves a good name in principle. So I'm excited about it. And also, yeah, about the community answer. That will be very interesting to see.
Yes, and also from my side, I think also to bring more transparency to the community, we'll be putting out like a monthly report for the month of October. So that will be coming up soon. So you guys can look out for that as well.
Okay, that's very very nice. Laurent, any news from your
so
side?
on our side with Ven, we mostly started to study substrate since it will be the way to go, and that will be the new aspect for us. So yeah, well, we are thinking like, should we be account model or UTXO model, for instance, or all those big questions we will have first. And yeah, maybe you could push on the GitHub everything you have so far, so we can also check like how you did it so far on the substrate side. Yeah.
Okay, that's very good. So catching up and probably, yeah, that's going to be very good as we're going to become a bigger team and then things they're going to get done faster. From our side on Substrate, pushing to the Metaverse GitHub, we're now working on pushing the wallet first. And I'm not sure, I haven't discussed it yet with the team, but I think we're a few days, what's happening is now, you know, we're finishing the ETP3, like the copy of the existing ETP chain. We want to finish the sandbox and have all like the blockchain and the blockchain explorer, the blockchain itself and the wallet on the same network and the mining pool. So that can be used as a standalone copy of the ETP3 chain. Also, that needs to be done with the documentation. So everybody, any of us can replicate if we need to work on something on that one. So we're looking at finishing that one. We're working in parallel with this, you know, EVM palettes and the smart contracts to put it on the Substrate. And by the 20th of November next month, we're going to have all the Substrate infrastructure which we built to be up on the Metaverse GitHub. But for beginning, I think we can give you an answer after the meeting on when we should be able to have the wallet at least first. So you can look at how we did the wallet and the documentation, and you can replicate it on Substrate, and that's going to be even better exercise. But yeah, that can be done over the next, I would say, few days for the wallet only, for the wallet.
Yeah, and also we are doing a list of all the features we have on the current Metaverse that we want to keep on the Substrate one.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, create MST, create MIT, all those core features that we also want on the Substrate. On which one we might not want to migrate. For instance, we have this attenuation model that we are not sure it's so relevant to keep those in the Substrate chain. It is quite complex and it has not been very used. So yeah, what we are working on also.
Yeah, that's very useful to do that, I think, because we want to definitely identify what features are good and where, you know, over the years, you guys have more experience and you know that is working with the community, and what features were not used at all, for example, and then therefore you don't want to just keep, you know, pushing
exactly.
them.
And then when you have a list, we can list, okay, this is the one that we still have to do. And then, yeah, it's really easier to implement.
Yeah, I agree. Sounds very good. If any of the senior guys, Jorge, Eric, do you guys want to add something to the conversation this time?
Sure. My scope of work is kind of broader, so I just give you guys an update of everything. So maybe something may be out of scope of this meeting, but I'd like you guys to know. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been mainly focused on this gene of finance. So it used to be called DNA swap. I'll call it a great success because you know, we were the number 11th of ERC20 Ethereum network gas spender. So we spend a lot of gas on on Ethereum. So it become I would say major product on Ethereum now. So we I think there are a lot of DNA token and ETP tokens are staked there. The total number of ETP token is staking there is about 12 million. That's a pretty good number. Yeah. And, you know, people exchange their MST ETP to ERC20 ETP and back. So we basically charge a transaction fee. That fee become our foundation income. That was pretty good too. So we have some income over there. And that address, I call it a digital identity name called Entropy ERC20 code. There's a wallet called Entropy ERC20 code, so you can check out that wallet address. There are about 12 million tokens there. So those are all the ERC 20s. So that's that. And one good news from DNA side, they delivered the virtual machine, WebAssembly virtual machine. It's there. So if anyone wants to test out, you're welcome to do so. And also, they are working on a project like a compound, so lending, borrowing and lending, and hopefully this will be delivered in 2-3 days time, and it's there. So basically, most of the application layer, most of the application will be running on DNA chain, and I think the security, the MST token, the digital identity, I would love to see it on the ETP chain. That's the idea. And I had further discussion with Shenghao regarding the substrate migration. I wouldn't call myself an expert on substrate, so I actually have quite a bit of questions on how this substrate can deliver things. But we believe that there are a lot of things that the substrate can deliver. There's one particular that I'd like to ask Oli, Andrea, and Razvan. You guys are the expert of substrate. So would it be possible to have anonymity of the token, namely like Dashcoin's Zcash capability? So anonymous transactions, would it be possible to be implemented on substrate chain? And any idea?
Preliminarily, I would say a few words from what I read recently. The coin design with a higher degree of anonymity were designed from the very beginning in such way. But I would mention that in the future, from what I could see, what I could read on some articles coming from SEC and entities that are controlling the crypto, they in the future they will tend to not see them very well. I guess the coins with too high anonymity, because probably they want to have a certain degree of control. So I guess that this might be a weak point of account-based coins. I don't know at this point. We need to check, but I guess that these coins are built having a sort of extra layer or something that adds that higher anonymity.
Yeah, okay. The reason of the question was, I think, to me, there are two types of blockchains. One is like what Sven mentioned, a single purpose blockchain, which is namely the cash, digital cash, right? So Bitcoin is digital cash, Litecoin is digital cash, maybe Dogecoin is digital cash. And for digital cash, it's better to use UTXO and probably POW. So if DNA is the application layer, I'm actually thinking that probably ETP should have this digital cash functionality. So if we do have digital cash functionality, then basically it would be nice to have anonymous transaction. I'm just thinking, so brainstorming with you guys, and like to know if it's possible to do first, right?
Probably we could add a sort of lightning network on top of one chain, and there try a little bit to adjust things for the things for one in order to add this feature to a specific coin. I guess this at the first glance.
Yeah. Okay, so there are no other team working on substrate anonymity at this moment, right?
According to our knowledge, no.
Okay, good. understand. Sure. I don't. Okay. I don't know if we should be the first one. Let's see. Let's get the rest of these done first. Yeah, I guess that's it for my update. I don't know if Jorge has anything to update.
Yeah, a little bit, guys. Excuse the fact that I don't have video on. I'm a little bit stuffed up and not feeling pretty, but I do have some updates from my end. Can I share screen quickly? Is that possible? Yeah, I can. So I spent the last little while since we had a conversation trying to put together a white paper that may define the architecture of how Metaverse might work, how it might integrate with Substrate, how it might integrate, how we may then integrate that with DNA. And I came up with a structure that, well, first I need to have my work reviewed by both Oli and Chen Hao, but it looks something like this, Eric.
Okay.
It does go on. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it does go on to signify the architecture of how a blockchain could work in the functions. It does have a unique feature of proposals for data storage when we get involved into connecting with the Helix chain. And I do go on to give some explanations in detail of how this would work, how the smart contracts would work, and the 3 algorithms that we would use to make that happen. So, okay, did I stop screen share?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good.
What are you hiding?
Well, we don't want to give too much information out.
Well, that's exactly it, Adrian. It's I'm not actually hiding anything, but hey, before I know we're on video, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So before we make this any kind of public, I got to have this kind of reviewed both by Oli and Chen Hao and Razvan also, of course, Eric.
Yeah, I think you sent me a copy. I think it was early.
It's on the Trello board.
Yeah. So it's up to date, right? Okay, I'm gonna review it. Sure.
It's not the latest version, I guess. The latest version I could probably come up with later on today or tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
But I do address even an economic model of how the token economics can make us a few dollars in there.
Okay, but you do understand that we're gonna migrate the ETP token up to the new chain, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
This is just work in progress, Eric, and some thoughts of how it could work.
Sounds good.
Okay, that's really great news. Anyone else want to add something, or we should wrap it up for the recording and then just talk if we have any other matters for today? Everybody's good?
Yeah, I think we're good on the recording side.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it.